We found a way to pay $0 out of pocket for this $2,000 per night property, and I'm gonna show you how you can do it too. When I started planning out my honeymoon, I had two conditions. The first one is I did not want to travel internationally, especially at a time where things are constantly changing and regulations of getting out of the country and getting back into the country is just a lot. Second condition is that I wanted to stay at a luxury winter property because I got married in December and I wanted to stay somewhere in particular. This place that I kept seeing pop up on my Instagram feed that had this beautiful infinity pool that overlooked this enchanting forest, I automatically knew that I had to stay there. I found out that one night at one of their introductory rooms is $2,000. With wedding expenses and purchasing our first home coming up, we found a way to pay $0 out of pocket for this $2,000 per night property, and I'm gonna show you how you can do it too. If we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Maria Carriza. I'm a luxury travel content creator based out of San Diego that created a honeymoon planning course called the Dream Honeymoon Roadmap, where we teach brides how exactly to get the most out of their honeymoon while balling on a budget. I had worked in the travel industry for years, and through the years, I heard of this thing called travel hacking. I learned it's where you can use travel points to book your trip instead of paying money. But it wasn't until about 2 years ago where I really started to look into travel hacking and got hooked. I mean, it's the reason why I started this YouTube channel in the first place. Before we get into the how of how you can book this, I want to show y'all what property I'm even talking about in the first place. And it's the Ventana Big Sur Resort in Big Sur, California. And I'm gonna tell y'all, this property ruined us. Like, I don't even think we can go back to how we were traveling beforehand because the service, the accommodations, the food here were all incredible. But first, let's just talk about the drive to get there. Because no matter what, you have to take Highway 1, which is on the beautiful California coast, where you see the ocean, you see the forest, you see all these bridges, you see the coastal towns, and it is such a different experience from taking other routes around California. Even as you're going in to the winding driveway of Ventana Big Sur, you are surrounded by beautiful, tall, lush redwoods that completely block out the sun and just make you feel like you're in the most luscious tunnel. Now let's get into the rooms. There are only 59 rooms in the entire property, so it is a very intimate and cozy setting where the staff gets to know you and you get to see familiar faces throughout your stay. But it's also big enough to not run into too many people while you're at the pool, while you're at the spa, or even just hiking around the property. We were originally booked at one of their baseline rooms, the $2,000 per night rooms, but we're actually upgraded into the Pacific House Suite, which is an average of $4,000 per night. That upgrade was so good. Of course, with an upgraded room, there's going to be more space, and that suite truly had it all. We felt like we had an entire log cabin just to ourselves without any neighbors. Right when you enter the room, you see that it's adorned in beautiful, modern, rustic wooden furnishings. And when you turn in from the entrance, you'll see the bathroom area with this deep soaking tub that had spa-like amenities with their bath salts and a body scrubber. There's even a walk-in stone shower that has a little seating area perched there with big amenities. I love it when properties give you a double vanity because most people do not travel alone, and having your own sink to yourself really is that luxurious touch. There's even a sunroof inside the bathroom, and you can enclose the bathroom if you want through some hidden sliding doors, or you can keep it open to have that open concept. When you get into the bedroom area, there's a king-size bed with fluffy Cuddletown pillows at different levels of firmness. It's a 4-post bed as well that has a sunroof with retractable automatic blinds that you can control from either your bedside or in the front of the room. We haven't even talked about my two favorite things of the room, which is one, the fireplace. Yes, you have your own fireplace with unlimited wood that they can send over to the room. And then this room actually has its own private jacuzzi on the balcony. If that doesn't scream honeymoon luxury, private, cozy, romantic cabin suite, I do not know what does. Also, did I mention that this is an all-inclusive property? What all-inclusive means is that all of your food for every single meal, including room service, is included in the price of your hotel stay. Coming from a foodie, let us talk about the food journey that we went through, because if you're into food like we are, you will love it. After we checked in, we had to wait a couple of minutes to get into our room as it was getting prepared. So we went to the poolside snack bar where we had, you know, a chorizo burger. We had our lemonades and our lavender iced teas with us. We got a quesadilla and we got one other entree. We didn't have to pull out our credit card or anything. We were able to schedule breakfast the night beforehand, sent to our room the next morning. I am such a breakfast snob when it comes to menus, because breakfast is my all-time favorite meal of the day, and they had such a delicious menu. I highly recommend the coconut chia seed pudding every single morning. We even had like French toast, the regular like American style breakfast, but it's just called the Ventana breakfast. We had avocado toast as well, oat milk lattes, juices. I miss it. I really miss it. Dinner is served over at the Sur House, which is their main restaurant, or you can have it sent over to your room, but we liked like going out to dinner every single night. And you can choose to either eat on the patio if it's not raining or inside. And the trick with dinner is we realized a lot of the diners next to us were just ordering one entree, probably because they thought they could only order one entree. Y'all, it's all inclusive. You can order as many entrees as you want. When you go there, and if scallops are on the menu, especially since you're right next to the ocean, you have to order the scallops, because we order them 3 times, as well as the creme brulee. I know there's a special ingredient that they had in there somewhere, but I dream about that creme brulee. If you're sober like us, just tell the staff and they will create mocktails for you. We really enjoyed the Moscow Mule when we were there. Also, the service there was top tier. I will never recommend a place that has horrible service, because no amount of luxury in a hotel or a resort can make up for being treated really poorly. The staff here truly were phenomenal. Right when we got to the valet, they unpacked our car for us and then brought our luggage to the room. Even during check-in, we had a one-on-one concierge service where the front desk concierge, Jessica, I will remember your name forever, she welcomed us during check-in with either a lavender lemonade or a lavender iced tea. My absolute favorite moment from our stay is when we went into the main lobby area for the nightly s'mores and hot chocolate and found out that there was only actual dairy milk that was provided, which I cannot drink. And my husband went up to Jessica, asked her if anything was dairy-free, and when she said no, he just looked at me, shook his head and said, "There's nothing available." Then we just took our s'mores back to our room and didn't get any hot chocolate. 5 minutes later, we hear this knock on our cabin door. We open the door and we see one of the employees standing there with a almond milk hot chocolate that they just wanted to send over because they realized that at least one of us were not able to drink actual dairy milk. The fact that the Ventana staff went out of the way to truly take care of us, make sure that we were comfortable during our stay, literally made us an almond milk hot chocolate that was so good, ranks them top tier in service. You can really tell that the staff was more than willing to accommodate any requests that we had. When you're on your honeymoon, that's exactly what you want to feel. Because it was raining half of the time while we were there, most of the activities, especially if they involved being outdoors, were canceled. We were able to take in a couple of activities, and our favorite one being the complimentary nature hike around the property. You have a local guide that takes you on about a mile walk. It's around 45 minutes. Thankfully, because we were the only 2 guests on this hike and we were having the best time with our guide, he extended it an additional 45 minutes. What I would definitely do next time that we book here is to make sure to look up at the stars in the Japanese outdoor bathhouse, do the garden tour, as well as have a dinner in the glass house. Ooh, and also a massage at the spa, because they like massage you outdoors and you're overlooking the redwoods. It's just the coolest thing. Now let me show you how exactly we booked. And the first step is to discover. This is a step where you're gonna do your research. And what we did is we found out which hotel chain Ventana is partnered up with, which is Hyatt. And then since we're travel hacking and using points and not cash money, we looked up how many Hyatt points per night it was to stay there for 2 people, which is 60,000 points at the time of our booking. Then we looked up which cards are associated with Hyatt or can transfer over to Hyatt. And the 2 cards that we mainly used were the World of Hyatt credit card, as well as the Chase Sapphire Preferred. I'll have links to those down below, and I absolutely love both of those cards. The second phase of this was the earning. Since we were staying at Ventana Big Sur for 3 days and 2 nights, we needed to earn 120,000 points. And the fastest way of doing so and accumulating those points is to hit the sign-up bonus when you first get approved for the credit cards. In order to hit those sign-up bonuses, you typically just need to hit a specific amount of spend that you put onto that card in a certain time, $6,000 in 3 months or $3,000 in 3 months. If you break that down, it's like $1,000 or $2,000 per month. That's it in order to get all of those points. Since you're booking everything for your wedding anyways, just use those credit cards to do your booking so you accumulate those points fast and even surpass the sign-up bonus and accumulate even more points afterwards. The last step is simple. All you gotta do is reserve and book your stay with those points after you are able to earn them. For Ventana specifically, it is one of the most in-demand properties in the United States. A lot of the times things are completely booked out. What I really recommend that you do is don't give up if you see that it's not available the first time that you check. A lot of the times people cancel their trips, people reschedule their trips, or more rooms are made available. Every single week, check up on the dates that you want to be booking there or even be flexible. For us, we were planning to stay at Ventana Big Sur in the end of our honeymoon, but we just moved it to the middle because that's when availability was there. The process that I just went through in this video is super simplified, but if you're looking for detailed guidance, I would really recommend you check out my luxury honeymoon planning course in the description box down below called Dream Honeymoon Roadmap. If you check out the course right now and see that enrollment is currently closed, just join the waitlist and then you'll get the first notification of when it's going to open. It's pretty obvious that we absolutely loved our stay at Ventana Big Sur, but let me know in the comments, would you stay here? If you found value in this video, I highly recommend that you check out this video right here, which is how to plan a honeymoon in 2022, or binge this playlist right here of all other luxury travel content. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.